After entering the palace, King Yeon-hee treated his arrow wound, and when the queen asked why he had brought such a strange woman, he brushed it off with vague words and told her not to question further. A woman's intuition is never ordinary. The queen, sensing something unusual between Ji-young and the king, studied every possible scheme, then went to the king's grandmother, revealed everything that had happened, and began her plan. Queen Mokju asked Im Song-jae, a royal minister, why the strange woman had come and what her relationship with the king was, but he did not answer clearly. Frustrated, the queen instructed that Im Song-jae's family be brought into the palace to serve as attendants. In response, Im Song-jae hatched a clever plan and persuaded the king to have Ji-young work in a location where she would prepare meals for him, thereby moving her under his supervision. He then instructed her to prepare a special dish for the king. Taking advantage of the rare opportunity, Ji-young used high-quality venison to create an extraordinary meal. When the dish was finished, the king demanded that Ji-young personally bring it to him. When the king inspected the dish and asked what it was, Ji-young replied that it was a venison recipe once enjoyed by kings in old Europe. The king then asked which country in Europe it was, but Ji-young, assuming he wouldn't know anyway, simply said, "A faraway land." The maid tasted the dishes first, and then the king tried the venison, which was so exquisite that he could almost picture the stag itself in its flavor. Next, he tasted the pea soup, which was equally delightful, with the peas standing out vividly in the taste. Then, as if recalling his childhood and his mother, the king instructed to be fed like a child. The queen witnessed this scene, and a blazing fire sparked in her eyes. After the king finished eating, Im Song-jae devised a plan to use Ji-young to confront the queen. He promised that if she helped him, he would grant her any wish. Ji-young asked him to retrieve her lost bag. Meanwhile, among the ministers, a heated debate arose over Ji-young. Some argued that she should be executed for insulting the king, while others insisted she should continue working as a chef. In the end, the king stepped in and appointed Ji-young as the head chef, warning that she must prepare a different dish each day and would face death if any were unsatisfactory. Thus, Ji-young suddenly found herself in the position of the palace's top chef. In the end, the king stepped in and appointed Ji-young as the head chef, warning that she must prepare a different dish each day and would face death if any were unsatisfactory. Thus, Ji-young suddenly found herself in the position of the palace's top chef. On her first day in the kitchen, Ji-young was ignored by the previous chefs, who refused to help her and hid all the best ingredients. Eventually, due to the queen's tattling, Ji-young was summoned by the king's grandmother, who declared that she could not yet be recognized as a chef. She ordered Ji-young to compete against the other chefs in a cooking contest that day, threatening to cut off one of her arms if she lost. The news soon reached the king through Im Song-jae, and he quickly headed to the cooking contest hall. The king and his grandmother did not have a very good relationship. Although they lived in the same house, he greeted her, saying it had been a long time since they last met. The king tasted Ji-young's dish as well as the previous chef's creations. Then, for reasons unknown, he declared that only the winner would be spared, and the losers would have one arm cut off before ordering them to begin cooking.